Nothing changes if nothing changes. I want to start YouTube. I've had this goal for quite some time now, and honestly, it's aggravating. All the conditions are met, yet I haven't done it. I feel like I've been waiting for the perfect time, the perfect setup, but to be honest, I know there isn't one. I've been a videographer for a while now, yet I've fooled myself in waiting for the perfect moment. When? What day? Literally, when is the perfect moment? This used to be my go-to excuse. I felt no shame using that during my college days because, sure, I was busy sometimes. But since graduating, I've been back to the same issue, still asking myself, when is the perfect time? It feels like I've been waiting for a change. I have this weird feeling that something will change and that will magically make me start this YouTube. And I found peace with it until I saw nothing changes if nothing changes. That wasn't my first time seeing this goal. In fact, it once changed my life, or at least I thought it did. Hearing it for the first time, my mind was blown by how such a simple phrase could hold so much power. I was convinced this was my sign, the one sentence that would change my life forever. Well, no. This was just like those 3 a.m. motivational boosts you get, soon forgotten, just like all the other quotes I used to read back in 2016. So how did it come back? I have this habit of writing things down on a piece of paper that I'll probably never see again. I write to figure things out. As I write and focus on the next word, it helps me realize things I probably wouldn't have thought of otherwise. Like I usually do when I'm trying to understand a problem, I started writing about this issue. A couple paragraphs later, that quote randomly popped into my head again. Nothing changes if nothing changes. That's when I figured it out. Waiting for a change. Something clicked, but not like the first time I heard the quote, and it wasn't 3 a.m. This time, I realized it was talking to me. I had found a direct answer to my problem. Waiting for a change. This time, this isn't rocket science. I wasn't waiting for the sun to turn blue or for Barcelona to win the Champions League. All I had to do was start. I had to initiate the change so that a change could occur. As I sat there, realizing the same thing I had realized years ago, but this time I understood that the power wasn't in the words, it was within me. So now you probably think I jumped up, grabbed my camera, and got excited to start. Yeah, no. I went to sleep. It was indeed 3 a.m. And I didn't even start the next morning either. Not gonna lie, it took a couple days. But you know what? Change can be fast. It can also be slow. It can be steady, strong, weak, long, or short. But as long as you're making a change, you're moving forward. Because guess what? Nothing changes if nothing changes. Ollie Films.